transformation of an enterprise? Because many enterprises, they know about the theory of constraints, but they're not successful in implementing it. So what do you believe are the steps that should be undertaken to become successful in transformation?
Look, the key is how much passion top management has in order really to achieve big results. Because the real obstacle coming to my mind from two different things. One is fear of failure, and this is something that we, from coming outside and saying, hey, you need to change your paradigm, we need to be very open to listen to reservations and be ready to handle them in order to reduce this natural fear. There is another thing that is more psychological about the ego of the top managers. First of all, those who think, who are you to tell me how to run my business? You know, I'm here 20 years, I already made so much, so who are you? Generally speaking, I think these kind of people lack enough self-confidence. So they can speak with someone with very strange views and then decide for themselves whether they fit them or not. But it also eventually links to how much they want to improve. Look, part of what I've seen was initial successes, and after those initial successes, it was difficult to get them to a higher level because people start to ask, including top management, why do we need? We already succeeded. In the last year, like Avram was showing, we already cut the lead time by 50%. Who needs more? And this is a blockage. Lack of passion to really do what they can do. People who really believe that they can draw much more of themselves will be much more open to go this way. They need to be very careful, and I think we can help them to do this very carefully, but this is a necessary condition to have this passion.
So you've said that initial progress can come pretty quick, but in order to achieve some sustainable results, how much time do you think it will take to see some sustainable progress over time?
Look, this depends on the organization, of course, because the third obstacle that I did not talk about is that after some time people change. And when people change, there is a huge risk that things will go backwards because they don't understand the new language, new terminology, new processes that suddenly took on. They are not written in the normal book. Okay? And so the organization needs to look into it and sort of call it institutionalizing the new thoughts that people coming in, they will already understand the logic. Look, the big, very big advantage of the theory of constraint is really it's built on logic, not on, please believe me, it works. It's not because it works in so many places, it should work also for you. Well, maybe yes, maybe not. We can speak logic, how we think, why we are so convinced that this will work. And again, when we are also open to get reservation, hey, this might happen, and then we have this kind of good dialogue, then we can go and sustain it. But if the logic is not there, if the people, okay, we followed you, we get more success, it will not continue unless the logic is clear.
Speaking about the implementation of the theory of constraints, do you believe it is instrumental to have the right tools, the right software, if you will, at your disposal?
The right software makes it much easier to implement the processes. Because without the right software, again, there is a risk I told you just before, that new people coming in and they don't understand the logic, even not the logic of the software that they are using right now. So What the hell is? So if you put software is sort of able to force, sort of, people to go through a certain process. But the software is not enough because it does not explain the logic. And so we still need the logic, I think, together with better software. And with software we can manage, we can tweak almost any ERP to do the right things, but it is a tweak. And so again, how you guard or protect that new people coming in will not just reverse it. So fully tailored software is better, but the logic, understanding of the logic needs to be institutionalized, which means if I already convince you, but to make you be able to convince others. This is a must, eventually. It's not easy.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.